We are doing a book review of the book A Yearn to Discern, Finding Purpose and Fulfillment Through Discernment by R.L. Maco. Building a foundation of what it is. How do we use it? Do we have it? And if we have it, how do we activate it? How do we use it on a daily basis? What does it really mean? Is this some type of grand spiritual concept that only a few people have and a few people don't? What is going on with discernment? We have been building quite the foundation on what discernment is and just going from there and just building and building. So if you tuned in yesterday on our daily dose, then we talked about the golden rule. Okay. So we talked about the golden rule and its connection to discernment. We are on chapter 2 still, and these are some of the areas that we read yesterday. Living by the golden rule. We talked about discernment and spirituality and its connect. And R.L. Maco, the author of this book, highlighted the fact that a lot of people will be turned off by discernment because they think of it in terms of religion, right? They think of it in terms of this grand spiritual concept. Now, she acknowledges that if she didn't mention God, if she didn't mention spirituality in the book, then she probably would have sold more, which is really a sad reality, if we're being honest. But it's doing the actual concept a disservice because discernment is a God given gift that even babies have. You are born with this ability to discern. And throughout your life, more than likely that ability has been adjusted a bit. Let's just say it that way. And it could be adjusted based on your own personality that has come forward or your characteristics, maybe the way you were raised and the people that you were around and your ability to discern was affected. So that could be a good thing or a bad thing. But she highlights that over time, that ability is adjusted a bit. But if you think about it in terms of, okay, this is something that I was born with. It's not some gift that only a few people have gotten but I don't have it. You have it. You totally have this gift, just like I have the gift, just like the next person has the gift. But it's a matter of activating it and really understanding what it is and really building a foundation and really just working on it. And so this is what we have here. Let's take a look at this first highlight here. Discernment is a gift from God. It is a gift given to all of us, not a chosen few. Unfortunately, many of us fail to take advantage of this gift, and therein lies the problem. And in a previous chapter, we talked about this ability to discern is really based on a person's individual ability. Now, we know that there are some things that may come into play, let's say mental disabilities or things like that may affect one's ability to discern. But absent of any of those issues, there is really no other barrier besides external barriers and internal barriers, which you have control over. Once you learn what discernment is and how it can benefit your life, then you work on all of those external factors that may impact it in a negative way, and the internal factors that you have that impact your ability to discern in a negative way. And you work on that. And so she has reflective questions in here that in the book that are designed to just really get you to really think about, okay, what things in my life, what people in my life have really affected my ability to discern, be it a negative or a positive way. And just taking into account all of those things and really being honest about your
Discern is your personal guide to cultivating wisdom, clarity, and confidence in every decision you make. Designed to empower those seeking to live with purpose and intention, Discern offers a unique blend of lessons, tools, and community support to help you navigate life's complexities with grace and insight. Enjoy our many features, including interactive lessons. Dive into expertly crafted lessons that teach you how to sharpen your discernment skills in all areas of life: relationships, career, spirituality, and more. Daily reflections and meditations. Start your day with meditations and thought provoking reflections and prompts that inspire self awareness, critical thinking, and deeper understanding of your inner voice. Progress tracking. Keep track of your growth and see how far you've come with our intuitive progress tracking system. Personalized insights. Receive tailored content and advice based on your unique journey, helping you make informed decisions every step of the way. Community support. Connect with a like minded community of individuals on the same path. Share your insights, ask questions, and support each other in your journey toward greater discernment. Expert advice and tools. Access exclusive insights from experts and thought leaders, practical exercises, and tools designed to help you enhance your discernment. Why choose Discern, the School of Discerners? Whether you're looking to break free from toxic patterns, strengthen your intuition, or make more aligned choices, Discern offers the knowledge, resources, and community support to elevate your decision making. It's more than just an app, it's your partner in the journey toward a more intentional, fulfilling life. Download Discern today and start transforming your decisions and your life with wisdom, clarity, and confidence.
You know how when you're in a mall or you're looking for directions somewhere, and the first thing you need to know is where you are. So you might have this on the mall thing, it says you are here, which gives you the indication of where you are currently so that you know where you're going. Okay. And that's the same concept that I want you to think of when we are answering the questions about our current state of discerning. It's giving us a gauge of where we are and where we want to go, but it also gives us a gauge of where we've come from, okay? Because all of that is important. So let's keep going. This is where we left off yesterday is this is where we left off. Hold on, you guys. Let me go back to the page. Remember we talked about the golden rule, which simply says that every human being is deserving of respect and dignity. And the common denominator that we all have here is that we are all human beings. Okay? We are all human beings, and nothing else, no other factors should be considered. It doesn't take into consideration your race, gender, ethnicity, sexual preference, education, culture, social status, or anything else. Nothing else should come into account when we are talking about the respect and dignity that we show one another, that we give to one another. There should be no strings attached, okay? And so where we left off was living by or upholding, excuse me, the key to upholding the golden rule. Okay, so here we are. Okay? The key to upholding the golden rule. And here we are. The golden rule places the onus on each of us to give respect first with each encounter. The respect you give is not premised upon someone earning or deserving your respect. Okay? Let's sit with that. Let's just sit with that for a moment. Because I know that a lot of us at some point, though, if they don't give me respect, I'm not gonna get them respect. And it's just been this whole back and forth, this circle, this revolving door or something. You know what I'm saying? You don't give it, I don't give it, we don't give it, nobody give. But if you take the control, you take the power back into your own hand with no expectation, like you expect that when you do good, good will be done to you. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with that expectation. However, you still, because you are a discerning individual, know that there are times that you give and it won't be given to you. Okay? We know this. But we also know that it should not depend on our behavior. Our behavior should not be controlled by another's behavior. And if we are saying that we won't give respect because it hasn't been given to us, then we are indeed allowing another person's behavior and actions to control our own. But if this is the standard, the moral principle that you live by, then that should not be affected by another person's behavior, nor should another person be able to control the fact that is your standard. Okay. So at the bottom of you see that there is just a quick disclaimer because I am showing another author's book here. Okay. A book that I purchased, but you all didn't purchase it. Okay. I just want to make sure that I am giving proper respect and due to this author. Okay. R.L. Maco. So let's keep going. Here is why you should follow the golden rule. Okay, here's why. The most important aspect of the golden rule, and the one aspect of the rule that most people do not comprehend, is the fact that your implementation of this rule requires that you give respect to everyone because you want everyone to treat you with respect, right? That's really just the simplest concept of this. And that's the one thing that a lot of people don't realize. It's like, look, I simply give it because I want to receive it. Okay. In other words, the rule places the onus on you to be proactive and approach each person you encounter with respect. Why? Because that is how you would want others to approach you. Does that make sense? Okay. The giving of respect is not dependent upon the other person showing respect towards you first. Rather, the respect you give is solely dependent upon your expectation of being treated with respect. Okay, she put it in all caps, your expectation, not anyone else's expectation or perception of you. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter what the other person is doing, saying, feeling, how they perceive me, what they feel about me, how they view me. It doesn't matter because my standard is my standard. My foundation, my moral compass is my moral compass, and you don't control that. It is simply because you are a human being and I expect to be treated with respect. And even if I don't get what I expected, what I have given, that still does not control me. Now, that does mean that Imma get out of your presence, okay? Okay, listen, I am gonna get out of your presence because I will not be around people who do not respect me. But again, that has absolutely nothing to do with my own personal standard, which means that each of us has the ability to create our own personal standard, our own foundation, our own moral compass of how we will behave and how we will treat other people. And guess what? No factors other than the fact that this is a human being should even matter. Make sense? Let's continue. The rule, however, does not guarantee that your expectation will be fulfilled with each person you encounter. Okay? You know this. You're a discerning individual. You know this. You know that there are people who will not respect you regardless. So, what do? Disrespect them? No. You simply remove yourself from any situation or any individuals that do not treat you with respect and dignity. That's what you do. Keep in mind, the rule does not state respect people who respect you or respect people who earn your respect. Okay? That's where a lot of us go wrong because we're like, well, they don't respect me. So I don't respect them. So now we're in this tit for tat when you could simply just remove yourself from any person, place, or thing. Okay? That does not give you the respect and dignity that you have already given because that's just who you are. Nonetheless, The rule does require that your respect be given to people because you have an expectation that people will respect you. When I go into a room, when I approach anyone, I totally expect that they will respect me. Why do I have that expectation? Why? Because I respect them. Why wouldn't I expect to get what I receive? Okay. It is an expectation that you must maintain despite the fact that some people will never approach you with respect. Okay? I know this. You know this. We know this. We know that we will encounter people that do not respect us no matter what we do because when they see us, they go by all of these other factors. They have a superiority complex. They have a race complex. They have a gender complex. They have all of these factors that they put into place, except for the fact that I am a human being. And I know that. But does that have to control me? Does that have to control you? Think about that. As unnatural as that may sound, it is difficult. Excuse me. As unnatural as that may sound, and as difficult as it may be to implement, this is necessary because by acting in this manner, the rule allows you to be in control. See, look, this is what I just got through telling y'all. The rule allows you to be in control of your emotions and in control of each situation you encounter. Because guess what? Guess what nobody can ever say about me is that I ever disrespected them and I treated them as without dignity. No one can ever say that. So the control still remains with me. I won't reciprocate the lack of respect or dignity that you give to me. No, you simply will not enjoy my presence. You simply will not have access to me. Okay? Furthermore, your offerings of respect will not be dependent upon another person's mood. Okay? How many times? How many times we've encountered that person in a mood, bias, prejudice, or negativity that may that they may bring to you. It doesn't even matter. They could be having a bad day, but I will not match their disrespect with more disrespect. Okay? Instead, you will give respect proactively because as an enlightened person, okay, you will continue to expect to receive respect. And even if you do not receive it from someone, you will not respond in kind because you will not succumb to someone else's behavior and disposition in life. You will not be controlled by another person's look. You won't be controlled by another person's mood, by their bias, by their prejudice, by their negativity. They're in a mood today, so now I'm in a mood today. They're negative today, so now I'm negative. They're biased, so now I'm biased and I'm prejudiced because they're prejudiced. No, because their behavior does not control mine. Guess what? Because I'm an enlightened person. And because I'm an enlightened person, because you are an enlightened person, you will continue to expect to receive respect. And even if you do not receive it from someone, you will not respond in kind because you will not succumb, okay, to someone else's behavior and disposition in life. You do not dictate my standard. You do not dictate my moral compass. You do not dictate my behavior. Now, if you choose to not give me the respect that I give you, the dignity that I give you, I will not respond in kind. You will simply not enjoy my presence. You won't get my business. You will not be in relationship with me. I will not work for you. Does that make sense? I will not attend your church. I will not attend your conference. I will not participate in anything that you have going on because guess what? You don't respect me. You don't give me dignity. You don't give that. But I give that. And because I give that and that's my standard, then you simply are not deserving of my presence, but you are still deserving of respect. You are still deserving of dignity. But I will simply remove myself from any situation or any place, any person that does not respect and dignify me. Does that make sense? Remember, you are a discerner, okay? You're a discerner. So you already know. Nothing is catching you by surprise, right? You've lived life long enough to know that you are going to encounter people that no matter what you do, say, or look like, or whatever, that they still will not treat you with respect. You know that there will be times when people are in a mood, something's happened. Now, we've come into contact with this type of stuff with COVID. Wasn't there a lot of disrespect going on because people looked at a certain demographic of the population as infected? Think about how that happened during the pandemic. Think about that. Think about how that happened when with politics. Okay? Think about that. Think about how people had their bias, their moods, their prejudice, their negativity, all of that stuff during that time where people were at conflict because they did not believe the same, or they didn't vote the same, or they didn't take the jab, or they did take the jab, or and all of those things came into play. But how does that validate your lack of respect and dignity for me because I had a different choice? I'm a human being. You're a human being. And you are simply deserving of respect and dignity because of that. And that's it. Now, if I don't agree with your way, then I'll just simply remove myself from you. You will not be in relationship with me. You will not have my business. You will not have my support, but you will have my respect and dignity because you are a human being. That's what it means to live by the golden rule and how it applies to discernment. But it also acknowledges the fact that sometimes there are people out there that no matter what you do or say, even when you are the most respectful person, they will not give you the respect. So, what do you do? Do you disrespect them? Does that mean that now we're in a tit for tat? Oh, you disrespected me, so now I'm disrespecting you, and now you're gonna disrespect me again. I'm disrespect you, and then we doing this whole thing? No, because my standard is my standard. And when you are a discerning individual, then you are an enlightened person and you realize that these standards that you have for yourself become who you are. They become a part of your character, a part of your way of being, a part of how you present in the world. So it doesn't require that I do some talking to myself, oh, I got to treat everybody with dignity and respect. No, because now that's for. Looks like I might be having some connection issues, you guys. Let me know if you can still hear me. Therefore, you will continue to conduct yourself in a respectful manner until you are able to remove and disengage. I just told y'all that. Remove yourself, disengage from the person acting disrespectfully towards you. Why should a person enjoy your presence? Why should you still give that business your money when you know that they don't respect you? Why? See, some of us, we don't necessarily reciprocate the disrespect that we get, but sometimes we still continue to support play, people and places that do not respect us. So, therefore, you have disrespected yourself. Because not only have you allowed that disrespect to happen without removing yourself and disengaging yourself, but you have still decided to support. You have still decided to sleep with that man. You still decided to be in relationship with that woman. Does that make sense? Disengage and remove yourself from any person acting disrespectfully towards you because I have a standard. I am a discerner. I am an enlightened person, right? This is what you're telling yourself. You are a discerner. You are an enlightened person. You are a respectful and dignified person. And you treat people with respect and dignity. And if you receive anything less than what you give, then you remove yourself and you disengage. Okay, let's continue. Because if you dispense with the rule during an encounter and you withhold respect due to the lack of respect or disrespect displayed by another person towards you, you have given that person control over you during that encounter. You've given a person control. You have simply given up your control. And now your response will include an emotional element that may change the course of the encounter and possibly your life. How many times have we seen this happen in relationships? How many times? You do a tit for tat and you end up dead. Think about it. Look, she's even saying, think about it. Okay. Think about it. Because you disrespected me, I'm going to disrespect you. But you're going to take my disrespect and you're going to try to end my life over it. Can you afford that? Can you afford to be in a situation where you give up control and now you are behaving in an emotional way? You have totally allowed this situation, this encounter, and this person to have you behaving out of your own character because guess what? Now you have this is what you believe, this is your character, this is who you are, this is you becoming. Okay? You are becoming a discerner. And a discerner is someone who believes in this golden rule.